Hello everybody, and welcome back to Too Many Cooks SMP. I'm standing next to the rover in my biome project with this little thing behind me that loyal viewers will remember has been here for quite a while now. This is a vending machine that my friend Holland made and left for me here quite a few episodes ago. I've been intending on moving it into my lab. I just haven't gotten around to it. And you know, I realized recently that there's a lot of things like that I've been meaning to get around to. Either things that I've left unfinished, or just extra little details that I've wanted to do that I haven't taken the time for. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. It's time for a catching up episode. That vending machine is something we're going to move momentarily, but let me tell you guys real quick what other things that we're going to work on today. One of them is in our biome project right over here. If you remember my beach episode, you may remember that though I did do a whole lot here, there's still a little bit left. Particularly on the edges, over on this side, and over on this side. Now, this whole area isn't going to look like this. It's going to gradient into something else in this area. But there's still a little bit of the mud and cobbled deep slate and stuff that we need to finish up on the edges here. I did tell you guys at the end of last episode that we were going to be working on this project, and this is the part of the project that I think that we'll be working on. There is a new main chunk that I want to do in the near future, but I think that we're going to have to do some prep work before we get there. Now let's grab this vending machine real quick. Alright. Let's leave here for now and go to the next place we need to go. It's been a little over a year now since I made my cathedral. The cathedral itself is complete, but there was one more little detail that I said I wanted to put in and I never got around to doing. We have an armor stand mod on our server that lets you do some cool little detail-oriented stuff, and I wanted to put a Dark Souls bonfire right here to kind of represent where there was a bonfire in the cathedral from Dark Souls 3 that this one was my base inspiration for. So we're going to do that, and then also, more recently, you'll remember, right over here across the street is where the sign for my lab is supposed to be, but I messed up the last portion of the map art, and I have been procrastinating on finishing that, so we're also going to do that today. Last episode, we made our mud farm, and the episode before that, we made our wheat farm. And what do wheat and mud together make? They make packed mud and mud bricks, like these, which we are going to be using for the roads in the industrial district. Now, I did make some and place some down in the process of working on this project, but there's still a fair amount to do and there's more detail to put in the road. Oh, hello, Mr. Creeper. This place isn't entirely safe. Yeah, all throughout this area, we go through, in, and around all these buildings that our friend Holland has been very busy making, as well as a little build from Spider over here, and it looks like Kubi's almost done with his ice farm up there. By the time that this video is out, he should have his episode out. So, make sure to go watch that when you're done here. But yeah, we'll be properly putting in the roads here, I think. Now, of course, that's not all of the lingering tasks that I've left unfinished that need to be done, but those are the ones that I feel like I can realistically achieve within this episode. If I can do more, I will. But for now, let's start by going to our lab and putting in a vending machine for the employees that are not here anymore. Alright, here's the lobby. We've got a little waiting area here with some art across from it. And we got a little coffee table and a couch. I think we could probably put that right about here. I think that's probably a good spot for it. This is actually the typical entrance that I usually come down through my house. But I put a fair amount of work into that redstone door that you saw me go through, and might as well show it off. Let's put down this vending machine here. I decided to inset it into the wall because it just, in this room, looked a little bit large to be 4 blocks out. So I think it looks the right size now. And now we have a nice little vending machine for when we want a snack. So now that that's done, I think that we can move on to our next task, which I think should probably be making that bonfire in our cathedral. And I have locked myself in. This is fine. I have perfectly good redstone. Do not mind the shulker monster in my storage room right now. I suppose this is another thing that I'll have to deal with. Let's go bug Kubi. We'll get him this. Oh, he's sleeping. No.
What's up?
Hey. I just dealt with cleaning up my storage room, which had like remnants from like my last 3 projects sitting around. And I found the stuff from when you were helping me to produce wheat seeds and the stuff from when you dumped a bunch of chickens in my lab. So I put them in there.
Oh, okay. You like my book I got? You seen that one?
I saw the title. Calibrate your skulk sensor. 1. Movement. 2. Landing. 3. Using an item. Oh, it's like telling you what each one is. Yeah. You know, you could probably sell this if, you know, you might have like at least 2 customers. I'm just getting started on my next episode. I'm trying to do some catch-up work because I've been procrastinating on a lot of things.
No mustard?
Mustard?
Just ketchup?
Oh. I don't eat ketchup. I don't eat that garbage.
Yeah, I think once you're past the age of 8,
Yeah.
Speaking of farms, though, what's up with the frog lights?
Oh yeah, I need to add that to the list for this episode. I forgot.
Well, I was thinking maybe I could look at it, but if you want to, it is your farm. But I mean, I did see there's golems missing. I don't know if that was him or the magma cubes, but there are
They were
2
missing
golems
again?
missing.
I removed a block from the ring around them so that the magma cubes couldn't get as close to them. It's weird because it just worked before, and now it just, for some reason, the frogs are eating the magma cubes and not pooping out frog lights.
Well, also I saw there was no AFK platform.
Well, you never needed to have one because it was just constantly swarming with magma cubes as soon as you flew over
really?
there.
Well, when I go up to
it used to like overproduce.
I'm going to check.
Yeah, let's go check it out. All right, so we got magma cubes in here.
Yeah. They're trying to eat them.
They're eating them. And
do you see it like come out their butt or something?
It usually does. Yeah, it usually shoots out behind them.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that.
And there's none going in.
Okay, I see something from 3 years ago. I don't think that would help us.
Well, maybe. I mean, the frogs haven't really changed mechanics since they came out.
Okay, it says, after searching and trying things out, it seems like the more mob heads data pack from vanilla tweaks is to blame.
Oh.
It changes the loot table for magma slimes, preventing them from dropping frog lights.
What?
But this was 4 years ago. You think they would have patched it, right? And we've had that on for a while. Have we did not use the farm in that long?
I mean, I haven't been using it because I had so many frog lights from when I first made the farm that I didn't need to go get more.
I feel like they would have fixed that.
You would think.
What version are we on? There is a newer version. We could try getting the newer version. Okay, I disabled it. For now, so let's see. Maybe the server's got to restart.
Probably, yeah.
So what the data pack does is it changes Minecraft. It changes the loot table for the magma cubes so that they drop the mob head. But then if they don't also include the frog light, then it won't drop the frog light.
I guess I didn't think about that it would be tied to the magma cube and not the frog. It's like when the magma cube dies by frog, it drops a frog light. I guess I just would have thought that it would be the frog that's dropping the item. But
nope.
It's the magma cube.
There is a newer version we could update and see if that's the issue. All right.
Huh.
Well, I can do that. I haven't added anything to here in forever. I'll have to remember how to do it.
Okay.
Well, did you see the golems are dead too?
They are?
2 of them.
I just
are dead.
healed them all up when I was over here recently, and I made the platform further out. Man.
Well, I think that bottom one, they could jump up and touch that one.
The bottom.
The big magma cubes can
oh
jump
yeah,
up and touch.
I did notice I need to like extend out the walls on the bottom level. But I guess it needs to go out even farther because they're dying up above too. Either that or protect the iron golems a different way that's still.
All right, I'm gonna give it a quick restart here, Dream.
All right. See you on the other side. Hello.
Hey.
It's working.
I'm looking. Hey.
Not as many magma creams, but that's okay.
Oh, there's a bunch in this. I think this chest is getting blocked up. Because there's a bunch of hoppers in here. You guys gotta do better storage. I'm calling you guys out.
What do you mean, you guys? This is what I made 2 years ago.
Well, and then the witch farm.
I also made that 2 years ago. What do you want from me?
Better ideas existed back then, you know. I didn't just get Good storage has been around forever.
I can do better now, and I will.
Well, you are kind of limited on space.
I am on a catch-up
here.
episode, remember?
You are kind of limited on space here. That was one thing I was a little surprised by when you built this like right next to the road and then so low to the ground.
Yeah, listen, man, I've been growing as a Minecraft player. I've not always known the best way to do things.
Well, yeah, you're learning.
We're learning. So what, you just updated to a different version of the mob head pack?
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is totally broken. We have to fix this. The way that the hoppers work is not correct.
Oh, look at this, dude. They're jumping on top of the fence there. You see that?
Oh yeah.
That's how the guys are dying.
Yeah, they can fit in there.
Like where the torches are, put another row of walls. I think that would solve your problem too, maybe.
I guess that probably would work because golems are 3 blocks tall, so yeah, I need to fix this. Guys, we have a bonfire here now. I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, you know, if you look a little bit too closely at it, the immersion breaks a little bit. I basically just used a bunch of different coral fans to kind of create the idea of a bunch of ashes in a pile here. And then there's a campfire underneath, and obviously a stone sword. And I think it looks pretty cool. It looks like a bonfire from Dark Souls. And that makes me happy. This was a little detail that I had in my mind to put in here a long time ago, and I kept on putting it off because I had to work on the next video project, and the next video project, and the next video project. And really, it didn't take me that long. It took some finagling. The armor stand mod is not always super easy to deal with when you're dealing with multiple armor stands in the same place, but it really didn't take that long. It's just a classic case of procrastination, but when you finally get around to it, you realize it wasn't that hard, and it was worthwhile. Now let's see what it looks like when the sun has set here. Yeah, it's pretty moody. It's a nice little detail in the back. This open space here at the end needed something, and this gives it a little bit more personality. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes. Now what to do next? I think we should pave the roads of the industrial district, because that won't take us too long. And we can use the farms that I've built in the last 2 episodes to do it. Let's pave some roads. Alright, you guys, I'm not going to dwell on this for very long, but there is more lighting now, so that this place is a little bit safer when it gets dark. I added these bigger light posts at specific points along the path. There's definitely a lot more details that still need to be put in, and this is a work in progress that's going to continue to change over time as more buildings get put in and it becomes more clear how the path around them should change to suit them more. This is an area that I think I might not entirely do the mud pathing. I might use some regular path blocks here. I'm probably going to want to add a little bit more greenery to this spot here. We have talked about there being a bridge here at some point, and the only reason I didn't really go through with that is because Kubi is still working on his build over there, and he's going to be doing a lot of terraforming, so we haven't worked out exactly how that is going to flow into the rest of this area just yet. Yeah, this is an area that I myself do want to contribute to more in the near future. But for now, I want to move on to the next thing that we're going to be doing, which is finishing the beach at my biome project. And I have already, by this time, started gathering more cobbled deep slate. And in fact, our friend Spider has a big project that she has been working on that she needs our help with. And one of the things that she needs a lot of is cobbled deep slate. Funny enough, I needed to get cobbled deep slate, she needs cobbled deep slate, so I needed to get a whole bunch of cobbled deep slate. I went into a hole and dug a really big hole and gathered everything that I found there. And once we're done finishing off the edges of our beach, we'll go and drop off what we have left over at Spider's project. All right, and here we are, beach finished. I thought I'd give you guys a close-up look at what I've done real quick. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it still took a handful of hours to add the end of the beach over on this side. And I didn't do it all the way up to the edge here because the river that I'm going to be building is going to come through here, and I think that some carving away at the hill is going to have to happen. And I think I'm going to do something with this hill here. I kind of decided that I want to keep it. And I think I might add a little something here at the edge of the water. The underwater bits took a while. The cobblestone bits I feel like are the most time consuming just because I feel the need to give it as much variance to the shape of it as possible. And like I've said before, I stopped here because we're going to, when we come back, start using some different lighter color blocks to gradually gradient into another area of this project. It's going to end up having a different, lighter aesthetic. And so I stopped with a couple deep slate here because we're going to be coming back to it and working to transition it as we go further into the land. But of course, I also did this side over here. Gonna give you guys a good look at it. Yeah, last time we were working on the beach, I worked on it for like 2 months. And then I got to the point where I ran out of materials again, and I was like, I have to be done. I have to get this video out. And now I came back with a whole bunch more cobbled deep slate, and I think we did enough for now. I may end up adding more when we get to the transitioning, but I think this really defines where the borders of the beach ends and where the next section will begin. River bordering both sides, and obviously rivers coming down the middle, and a whole other section of this biome project will end up being here, up against the hills. Our next area we're going, you can see off in the distance there. It's the map art that I did a few episodes ago for the logo for the Parasol Proprietaries. But we're not doing that yet, remember? We have to go and deliver these 5 boxes of cobbled deep slate to Spider's project. And I'm not going to show you guys very much of it because it is a work in progress, and I can't share what it is with you guys yet, but it is something that I want to see happen because it would be really cool. So let's hop on over there real quick and drop these off. All right, time for a long trip to the ends of the earth, or to the end of what currently exists of our Minecraft world. The furthest point away, or at least the furthest point away that has anything in it that we have done. Whee! Woo! Waha! Mission: make this project happen. Commence. Mwahaha. Alright, I'm not really going to show you guys. I'm not going to let you see. But we're going to put these right in front of the front door. All completely full of cobbled deep slate. Alright. That'll do. That will do. And now we must do a job that I've been putting off for a bit because it admittedly doesn't sound very fun. But let's fix that last map for our Parasol Proprietary's sign. Alright, you guys, it's finished. There's not really much to show here, but I'll fly you out here a little farther so we can see. It's mostly just a big flat white surface that curves at the top and the bottom, and the server's restarting in 5 minutes, so let's make this quick. It just had to go in the other direction. The ramp was going up the other way before, and now it's going this way. And now, the map is white. Now, of course, you'll remember that this map art is still, when combined with the other two, going to be flawed. Because I didn't make the image centered between the three properly. But at the very least, it's all proper, the same shade of white, and it will hopefully blend in to the surfaces that I am putting it on. And the first one being, of course, the front entrance to our Parasol Proprietary's lab. So, without further ado, let's add it right there. And yeah, there was a mistake. Mistakes were made, but I put in far too many hours into that map art already. It's time to move on to more exciting things. And speaking of more exciting things, I do think we have one last thing to do for this episode. And it's actually right over here. A little while ago, I needed a lot of villagers, and I built a villager breeder inside this little emergency room building here. And I gotta make this quick because we have 1 minute. But every time that we've needed villagers, we've had to bust a hole in the wall and either make a track or pick them up with gas to send them where they need to go. And I think we could have a more stylish exit for them to come out of. And I think we're gonna put an ambulance right here. Right where this wall is. And it'll be another little thing that I've been putting off, but it'll also kind of be a little build unto its own to cap off the video with. So, let's build ourselves an ambulance. Here we go. Ah! here it is, you guys. Last project of the video finished. I have very little experience building vehicles. I will admit it's a little bit wide, but I think it resembles an ambulance well enough. There's a little bit of extra functionality I built in here. So if we want to pick up a villager with a ghast, they will go upstairs to the new helipad here. But if we need to transport them farther, they will go into the ambulance, into the secret flesh hole, and through the nether portal, directly to our main portal on the nether roof. And then when we go back through this portal here, it puts us at the main portal and not at the underground ambulance portal, which is perfect, exactly what we need. You'll notice the little banner and shelf trick I used over here. I learned this from Pearlescent Moon. Full credit to her on that one. This was not my idea, but it's pretty cool. I thought it added a little bit of that extra bit of movement and bright caution colors that you tend to see on most ambulances. And yeah, that concludes everything that I wanted to get done within this video and more. And I want to bring up to you guys that there is obviously more stuff that I have yet to address. I'm going to bring up two of those real quick right now while we still have time. One of them being the underwater chasm that I started to build quite a few episodes ago over here. There's a big hole that leads into an underwater tunnel that goes into a big cave that was going to be a community project area, but it admittedly has kind of been forgotten and abandoned. I have found that I needed to prioritize certain projects over others, and the episode where I told you guys all about what plans I had and ideas that I wanted to build, I was maybe a little bit overambitious at how much I am able to do. And I think that that project and the Mad Max Desert project are ones that I'm most likely not coming back to or ever going to start. Instead, I want to focus on my biome project and the community areas like the industrial district and the other project that I want to address right over this way. A handful of episodes ago, I cleared out this area over here for the minigames district. And since then, I myself have not contributed to it one bit. Kubi and Holland have contributed to it quite a bit, and I would like to have a hand in this at some point in the near future. So that is something that I want to address, maybe in my next episode. And with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching today. It means the world to me that you would spend your time watching me and my videos. That's as much as I could possibly ask for. So thank you. It is time to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other. And don't forget, I love your face.